Hello, guys. This is the Qween of Hearts Podcast, and I am your host, Queen Leo. If you are one of my subscribers, welcome back. If you are new, welcome to the kingdom, and be sure to subscribe on queenleo.shop. I hope October has been treating you guys well. Today is episode 2 of my October Podathon. If you are new here or if you're not familiar, I am doing currently an October Podathon for 7 days. On these 7 days, I will be dropping 7 episodes, an episode each and every day. Just pretty much just promoting the podcast. They go from different topics, range from different areas. So basically, it could be relationships, it could be anything in general, sports, my book club, just anything. So definitely subscribe and stay tuned. These episodes do drop every single day for the next 7 days. Well, we're on day 2. But yes, we are on our Podathon vibes. Today's episode, we're actually doing an October update. Pretty much just checking in, seeing how October is treating us. And then it might go off into one of my rants. We'll see. But it's just an October update. So again, thank you. Welcome. And here we are. Alrighty, guys. So it is October. We're pretty much damn near through it. So it's really kind of like a check-in. Check-in before we go into our October faves for the month. How is Queen doing? How are you guys doing? Comment below. How is October treating you guys? As far as my business, everything is good. By the time you hear this, the news would have broken. But I'm currently preparing for the launch of my merch line, Queen Leo merch. Gearing up for a Black Friday release. And we are releasing with one collection this time. It's season 1 essential, and it's just your essential items. It's part of the queen. It's part of being in the Queen's kingdom. They're just essential items that the Queen uses day to day that you guys could use day to day. I probably will have an episode in this rant where I talk about my merch line right around closer to the launch. And it basically just goes, I'll probably go into detail about my products that I'll be releasing, but it's definitely coming out Black Friday. I'll let you guys know that. It is 5 products. 5 products. 2 are office products and 3 are clothing. Well, lifestyle products, not office, but 2 are lifestyle, 3 are apparel. So definitely stay tuned for that. Super excited about it. One thing I've always wanted to do was a merch line, and now that I have Queen Leo back up and running and I have my foot on the gas and I'm not taking it off, I'm able to really put in the time and energy to perfect all my brands, and Queen Leo merch is one of them that I've wanted to tend to so bad. And this is the first time she's getting a proper launch, the first time she's getting proper attention, and I'm just super excited. I have been manifesting and working on and building this merch brand for years, and I finally am at a point within myself, just confident in what I'm putting out. I'm confident in the products. I'm confident in the advertising. I'm confident in the stance of it, and I can't wait. And it's so funny because it's like I'm pumping out Queen Leo season 1, and I was working on some stuff for the brand yesterday, and season 2 came to mind just off of just being in a creative spirit. Like, I'm already got ideas for my second collection, so I'm super excited. I can't wait for you guys to see them pieces. I've kind of been posting on social media in the pieces, so if you follow me, you kind of probably see them. So I'm just super excited about it. Like, I hear B. Simone say it a lot. I hear another person, I can't remember their name, say it a lot. But I'm definitely, I will say, a serial entrepreneur. And I've always had the idea of different incomes, different hats to wear, different, just being in different things dibble dabbling here, there. So that's why I'm super excited. I have the merch line going on top of the podcast, on top of I'm just always keeping my hand busy, keeping my hand in something. So I'm really excited about it. I can't wait to see how it turns out. I can't wait to see how everyone reacts to the pieces. I can't wait for the sale. It's exciting times. It's exciting times, but it's scary hours because it's crunch time. The amount of time I've put into just building the brand of just my merch part, my merch division, just building the pieces, the promo, the ideas, the brainstorming, just dealing with that, then dealing with the podcast. This is a lot. So it's scary hours just because you're putting in so much work, but it's gonna be amazing in the end. So so excited. If you tune in, subscribe to queenleo.shop, you will get first-hand scoops when the merch drops. You'll get first-hand knowledge about everything Queen Leo. It'll all go through my website first. So definitely subscribe so you can be in the know. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. As far as the podcast, the biggest thing I got going right now is the podathon. It's a lot. It's a lot because it's so much content. I have so many ideas for so much content for so many episodes. So it's a lot I'm dealing with. But it's fun because it gives you guys, the viewers, a look into the life of the queen, and you guys get to really understand me and fall in love with the person who is the queen, and want to be in the kingdom. I'm super kind of bummed out because I really wanted to do a vlog on my birthday. I was really big on that. I wanted to do a vlog just to bring you guys into a day in the life of the queen, but I wasn't able to. But I have a lot of things coming up soon, so I might be able to take you guys along for that. I have a lot of things cooking for the rest of the year. I'm in my bag. I'm in my bag, got foot on necks, I'm in my bag this year, and I'm finishing 2025 or 2024 off strong going into 2025. I will say that, I'm in my bag. I have so many things coming up going, for this year, up until the end of the year, I have so many things going. So, I'm gonna definitely get you guys in the know, just to bring you closer to the queen, because I pump all this stuff and I bring all this knowledge to the table, but it's do you really know me? So I would like to bring that moment in. Let us have that intimate moment. So I'm super excited about that. So I will vlog pretty soon, just a day in the life of the queen. But just I'm building the brand right now, and it's overwhelming because it's a lot to do as one person, but it teaches a lot of discipline. It teaches a lot of routine. It teaches a lot of consistency. So I embrace the downs with the ups. So we'll see, but October's been pretty promising for the brand, I will say. We'll say about that. As far as when it comes to the queen herself, I'm good. I'm better now than I was earlier in the month. In the month earlier, I was having a rough time. Dealing with the situation. But I'm better now. It's crazy because I made a conscious decision about something, and well, fuck it. We're dilly daddling. Let's just go into it. I had a situation where a female had trouble with me. Nothing for not because of something I had done to her. I don't know her. But she had issues with me just based off how a particular situation played out, and I was having a tough time dealing with the person's energy. And it's crazy because I'm big on energies. I'm big on spirits. I'm big on auras. And even though I've never met this person before, even though I've never interacted with this person a day in my life, their energy had somehow made it to me. And it really like put me in a troubling headspace because they have so much beef and trouble and not even trouble, but they just have so much beef and issues with me. And it's just off of their own insecurities and their own insecurities and denial. And they, instead of self-reflecting and understanding that within themselves, they are deflecting and putting it on me. And I just could feel that energy, and it was just not good. It wasn't settling right in my spirit, and I had to reach out to one of my best friends. Shout out to Jamie. Hi, May. And I had asked for her advice on the situation, and she had made a good suggestion. Because this person's borderline obsessed with me. Like, I call them my stalker. Borderline obsessed with me. But they just gained access to my life. And it's not really hard to, being that I am, I have my podcast, I have my brand. A lot of things are public just because I am a brand now. And so she has access to a lot of things in my life. So she gets a lot of intel on my life or whatever. But I had talked to my best friend about it and, just kind of vented to her how I felt about it. And she had made just something I never thought of. So simple, so easy to rectify the situation. She was like, just block her. And I said, girl, you're 100% correct. So I took all that energy, balled it up, hit that block button, and I exited that person out of my life. I feel. I mean, they may still have access in their own weird ways. A fan will be a fan. Obsessive person will be an obsessive person. But I know I've shut the door myself for me to say, no, I'm not going to allow it. No, I'm not going to let that energy keep coming into my home, into my temple. So, ever since I did that, I've been kind of feeling a little bit better about the situation. And just I've monitored and I've adjusted my access to my life because I used to be very open. I used to allow a lot of things to be seen, but seeing how people can get, I've restricted a lot of things. So only select few people can see them. So I've kind of modified my visibility per se, and it's helped my spirit. It's helped me get better. I still don't rock with the whole situation. But people are people. Everybody's different. But because I'm such a chill person. I'm such a kind person. I'm such a nice person. So when anybody comes at me with such negative energy, it bothers me. And don't get it twisted. About the action, if it's ever an issue about action, but I don't like to take it there. I'm very peaceful. So when someone comes with just rude, disrespectful energy, it's insane, especially if you don't know me, especially if you don't know me. When I don't know people, I don't think too much into them. I don't analyze them and try to figure them out or anything like that. And that's what it is. It's just you're trying to figure me out. You're trying to learn me. And you can't. You don't know me. First and foremost. You get what I'm saying? So it's you could do all this day in and day out. Your answer is always going to be wrong. And then for you to sit there and even fathom the bullshit you spew, the venom you spew is crazy. So it just, and you see how I get about it. Because it's I never assassinate or attack anyone's character. If I say anything about a person, that's that person. That's what they've done. I have my receipts. I have my evidence to back up whatever I say. So for a person to sit there and assume and do all that extra shit, it's mind-boggling to me. Save your soul. Save your soul. So I had to fix that. I had to get that out of my realm. I had to get that out. So I feel clearer now because it was clouding me. I can honestly say it was clouding my area. Like they was, I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit. And I feel like that's what people like me or gravitate to me because I'm younger, but like my mental is on a whole nother level. Like it's certain shit I just do not go for. And that's just the grown woman of me. Certain shit I just can't grow for. I'm mature. I'm a very mature person. I was raised with my grandparents most of the time. As an adolescent, like as a toddler, I was around them, so I had to carry myself a certain type of way around my grandparents. So it's like, so certain things I just don't do. Certain things I just don't go for. None. I'm a no nonsense type of person on certain things. Um, so and this is one of those things because I'm big on all the things I've been through. I'm big on protecting my peace, and ain't no bitch finna just fuck up my peace because I've had my peace fucked up and I know how it feels to be uncomfortable and uncertain. So I would never want to go back there. So a bitch could never fuck up my peace. I will forever protect my peace because I know how much it means to me now. So it's like I'll never do that. So I had to remove that energy, but I feel better. The month started getting better once I released that energy. And it's just certain things you just can't get into. You can't feed. You can't feed into it because that's all they want at the end is for you to feed into it, for you to give them more ammunition to look better or to just make it about them. And it's like, no, baby, we finna turn that light off. We're going to dim your light real quick. You're done. You're done. Like, I'm not finna feed into you and keep you around and have you hovering. Like, no, baby, you're done. You're booked. You're over with. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not even, So I've been doing great since. Definitely. I just really been working. I've been really working. My boyfriend, he said something to me the other day about how, like, because I get on him about working a lot. And he had made a comment about me working. Because I work, like, how they say, like a 9 to 5. And then I got my 5 to 9. And he just says I work. He basically said, like, I work a lot. But he ain't going to tell me I need a break. He just going to say indirectly that I work a lot. So I've been trying to figure out how I'm maintain a healthy lifestyle with all the working, because it's like I gotta figure it out. I'm working insane. Like if I'm not at my job, I'm at Queen Leo. I'm at the office, so it's like I'm trying to balance that. I was on my YouTube and I was going through like all the people I subscribe to. And I had stumbled upon this vlog, and this girl was playing a game on her iPad, and it was called Unpacking. And it helps a lot with my anxiety. It's crazy. It's a fun. I don't know how it's fun, but it's a fun game. Basically, you're unpacking, like literally, like you're in a room and you're in a house. They give you like 4 or 5 rooms, and you have to unpack the house and put it together. And it's so peaceful. It's so relaxing. Like it brings me so much peace. So I try to like divvy up my time between working and finding my peace and just trying to get back to me. After we finish recording today, I'm taking me an everything shower and just getting in my bed and calling it a day. We've been potting all day today, so it's a lot. I've been putting, like I said, a lot of energy into Queen Leo, and I just got to start milking and feeding into Queen. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Lotto is coming to town. I'm supposed to be going to see her. It's another time I could relax and feed into that and have my me time. But I don't know if I'm going to go. I don't know. It's either that, it might be a girls' night with my bestie. If it's a girls' night, I might vlog it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it takes us. But yeah, I'm just trying to get back to Queen. Like, just fall in love with Queen again. So I've been just taking the necessary steps, and I'm really in love with it. So I'm just excited for the outcome. I keep talking about seeing things in vision, and it makes me think about how I ordered my glasses. Because if anyone knows me, they know I can't see worth a shit. So I finally got glasses. Like, I'm taking the necessary steps to boss up and be on my shit and just focus on me. So before you know it, I'm going to just be together. So I'm put my damn self up. I don't need a nigga to put me up. I'll put myself up. So that's the energy we are manifesting. But I've been doing good. October's been great. I mean, that's just how it's been so far, but it's good. It's always gonna have its highs and its lows, but it's always how you come back from them, you know. So yes, we're gonna go into a quick little, commercial, pay a couple bills, and we're gonna come right back to the Qween of Hearts podcast. You got straight to my face, and you didn't care, no. You got straight to my face, and you didn't care. I'm not here, no, not again, not again. My heart is saying no, I can't do this again. I was trying to be a better man, really should've had another plan. Notice that you like to go ghost when shit finna hit the van. I can't even say that I'm surprised, I'm the one ignoring all the signs. I was out here thinking you was mine, you was trying to waste a nigga time. And this one supposed to be so different. And we're back. And I wanted to get into a specific topic. It's funny, I knew a girl in elementary, she couldn't say specific. She would always say Pacific, no matter what. But that's what that reminded me of. But it's a specific topic I wanted to get into. This question has kind of been raised to me before, and I kind of wanted to dive into it just because of the fitting of how it goes with the episode. But the question pretty much is, the way I have it written out, it's a little wordy, but I'm going to have it linked in the visual. But what are pretty much the consequences of men dating multiple women simultaneously? And how does this dynamic impact trust and communication in relationships? So pretty much, what are the issues with men dating multiple women, and how does that concept impact the trust in relationships and the communication in relationships? I kind of wanted to dive into this topic. This question was posed to me, and it spoke to me. Let's say that it spoke to me. I feel like men don't understand. They don't understand the complexity of relationships and feelings and emotions. I feel like any man that really entertains dating multiple women kind of doesn't, most of the time, I won't say all the time, I'll say most of the time, some of the time, they don't take in consideration the women. And I think, with that being said, men don't understand the implications and the consequences that come with being with multiple women. I dated a man who was dealing with me. I've done it a few times, actually. I dealt with a man that was seeing me and seeing another woman. He was very open about it, honest. But the fact of it, I feel like it did mess up our trust, and it did require more communication. Because I feel, I won't say a lot, because in this instance, it's happened to me multiple times. In my very first instance of dealing with it, the girl lived in a different city within the state. So it was like somewhat long distance relationship. So they really rarely saw each other. And so when she would come into town, he would pretty much act like he didn't know me. And then when I was around, he'd pretty much act like he didn't know her. However, he was very upfront with me about her and let me know, like, hey, there's a situation that I'm dealing with in a different city. However, she wasn't aware of me. And I learned that as time progressed. But I feel like the fact of knowing, like, he was messing with me and he was messing with her, I feel like it impacted our trust so much, because if you duck off and you're on the phone, I'm going to wonder who you're on the phone with. I'm going to think you're on the phone with her. If you just ghost me at any point, my first thought's going to always be her. And that's the issue I dealt with in a second situation I had with this case. Messing with a guy. He had, well, when I first met him, I didn't know that he had multiple women. I kind of wasn't sure. When I first met him, I actually thought he might have been married. After finding out that he wasn't married, I dealt with him. And then as I continued to deal with him and I already got my feelings invested, I kind of learned that there were other women. And then he was in the process of leaving these women alone to be exclusive with me. Then a situation happened with business where I had to go away for work for a while. And so I went away, and he, I guess, feeling alone and kind of blindsided, and he kind of felt a little stupid because he cut all these women off for me, and now I have to go. He started messing with another girl, and I guess she got her hopes up. She thought it was something it wasn't. She knew about me early on. She had found out about me. I don't understand why she thought just because I was away, it was over, said and done. Once I touch back down, it's a wrap. And that's exactly what happened at that time. And it just caused a lot of issues within our relationship because he was so honest with me. He wasn't transparent. I always tell him all the time, there's a difference between transparency and honesty. He was very honest with me. If I asked, he told. But he wasn't transparent with me. He wasn't forthcoming. He didn't volunteer this information. I had to pry it out of him. So it's when it was pried, he was very honest. But he wasn't, hey, just to let you know, hey, just a heads up. It was never really those moments. It happened a few times, but it was never really those moments too often. But, so it's knowing that you're an honest man, but knowing that you're not forthcoming, I'ma always think when you're being a little shady that you're off doing some shit with old girl. So, and that's how it was. He didn't we talked on the phone a lot. If he got to randomly texting me at some point, I used to think he was, probably on the phone with Shorty. If he got to a point where he kind of was ghosting me for a few hours, I would think, hey, he's talking to, or with Shorty. It was just multiple instances throughout the relationship where if he just was away, my first thought was, oh, he's dealing with her. So I feel like it put a damper on the trust because I was always wondering, what is he doing? Who is he with? Who is it always puts that shadow of a doubt within you because it's different when you're dating someone and you don't know if they're cheating on you, or if you're dealing with someone and you don't know if they're messing around. They're not really open with it. You kind of have to dig and find out. When someone's honest and transparent with you, or just honest, and you know at the back of your mind, hey, there's a chance, there's a moment where if he's out at a concert, if he's out at dinner, or if he's out just anywhere, there's a slim chance that, hey, he might be with old girl. So it's we always have that in the back of your mind. It kind of does mess up your trust. It kind of does make you wonder, and then as you get deeper into a relationship, you get deeper into dealing with the person, it really bothers, it puts a damper on things, and it requires you to put in more communication. I feel as though with this to do when I was dealing with him, both situations, I feel like they had to communicate with me more. They had to be more open. They had to let me know, hey, she's coming in town. She's going to be here this long. We're going to be doing this. I may not be able to contact you. I may be not able to do this, but just know that. You have to leave that door open. With things like that, you can't half-ass communication if you're going to deal with multiple people, because I feel like the other party, both parties, all three parties, however many parties it is, I feel like everyone's entitled to being aware or knowing what's going on. And I feel like sometimes with men, when they're dealing with multiple women, sometimes, most of the time, men are not very honest or transparent about it, and you kind of have to figure it out, do some digging, catch some things. Very, very few times will you find a man that's just so honest about it. Very, 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 very few times will you find a man that's very transparent about it. And I feel like when dealing with multiple women, it does require the communication to be strong, and it challenges your trust. I feel like the only thing that can make the trust better is great communication, because without the communication, and your trust is already flawed, knowing like you're dealing with multiple people, I feel like it stops a person from being completely open with you. It stops a person from being completely vulnerable with you. And I feel like when people keep things or withhold things from themselves when they're in relationships, I feel like that stops the relationship from being whole. It stops it from being complete, because it's not full. It's not both parties 100% committed to each other and what they have. So it's like you're not committed if you're dealing with 3, 4, 5 women, and that other party notices that. That other party knows that, and so they backtrack. Like, they're not going to give you 100%. And you have to really work. You have to really build a great trust. You have to really work, and you have to be strong with your communication. If you want to continue something with that person, you have to hope that they're even willing to withstand types of things like that, because a lot of things comes with dealing with multiple people. Because you can, just the same risks that come with just, if they were dealing with you, now it's double. Now it's another person. Now it's another party. Now it's the chance of drama and pettiness and cattiness. And it just is not a good look. So it's like, when dealing with men who are in multiple relationships, I feel like trust and communication go hand in hand. I feel like men don't really understand the emotional consequences of it. They see it as they have their cake and they eat it too, but they don't see when women are completely committed to a person. Like, when a woman has her heart in and she's committed to you and she's doing all these things and she's loyal to you, and you're out here gallivanting, it kind of really, comes at her. It really tears at her, because it's like, then, and it happened to me in the second situation. I knew that he was messing with someone, and he told me like, yeah, I'm trying to cut it off. But I understood that it was going to be a process, but it made me question myself a lot. Made me question my worth, made me question where I stand, made me question who I was. It made me question a lot, because I know there's this other woman. And it's like, you tell me there's no competition, but at the end of the day, I'm always feel like it's competition because she's still around. I'm always feel like it's competition because she ain't hit the road yet, you know. I'm always feel like it's competition because it's not just me. And it made me question myself. It made me really look at myself like, hey, are you pretty enough? Like, are you doing enough things to be that pretty girl? Are you doing enough things to be that awesome person? Are you fulfilling? Are you a fulfilling person? And it really made me really dive deep into myself. So I will say that men do not understand the emotionals that come into them dealing with multiple women, and us having to cope with it and deal with it. I feel like, as far as ethical implications, that goes into, like I said, trust and communication. And if you're going to be this type of guy and you're going to do these types of things, I'm going to expect a lot more of you. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like those are the things that comes into play when when men per se are dealing with multiple women. I brought it up just because, like I said, I was dealing with it recently in my life, where I dealt with a guy who was dealing with me and was dealing with another woman, and it just caused a lot of drama in my life. And it wasn't even like we were competing, or like he was dating both of us. He was really trying to leave her, and it just was not a smooth exit. And I mean, over time I understood where he was coming from, but still, it wasn't cute for me. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it. And I wanted it to be over immediately. And from that moment on, like, feeling the way I felt through that whole ordeal, I would never want to feel like that again. ever. Because it's like I've been through a lot with men and infidelity, and it wasn't like he was cheating on me, but it's like, damn, I wish he was at that point. The way that it felt, the way that shit like really knocks at your fucking ego when they deal with other women, the way it knocks at your fucking ego, that shit is killer. And it's like some shit, like a nigga cheat on me, I'm at that big old age where, you know, sometimes I can roll that shit off my back. I'm not saying any nigga that come over is welcome to cheat on me, but if a nigga cheats, I can roll that off my back. But a dude fucking with my ego, making me think like I'm not that bitch, making me feel like, oh, I'm not good enough to be on his shoulder or to stand beside him. What the fuck? It makes you question yourself. It does. Like, I'm so used to niggas chasing. I'm so used to them in my face. I'm so used to them, like, just there. And so, like, dealing with this man, he was just not that type of guy. He was always so, like, nonchalant. So it's like, for him to be so nonchalant and then for this to be happening, it really had me, like, in a chokehold. Like, am I straight? Like, it made me really question myself day to day. And it was just a good topic I thought we should touch base on. Comment below how you feel. Like, what do you feel like are the emotional consequences of men dating multiple women? And how does it affect trust and communication? I feel like this is something that pretty much, not everyone, but I feel like this is a very common thing that people deal with. So definitely comment below how you feel about it. And with that, we are coming to a close on the Qween of Hearts podcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode. Like I said, this is episode, 2, 3? I think it's episode 3. No, 2. This is episode 2 of my October Podathon. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. There will be another episode out tomorrow. And if I am not mistaken, it is my Q&A. It's something just different I wanted to do. I sat back one day and I just realized, like, you know, I'm not... People follow me, but do they know who the queen is, you know? So I decided to take the time, sit down with you guys heart to heart, and give you guys a Q&A. I took questions off of the queenleo.shop website that were asked to Queen, and I just put them in the list. I'm going to pick at random, and I'm going to give you guys your answers. So basically, it's going to be a nice little Q&A. So definitely tune in. Definitely, if you're not subscribed yet, go to queenleo.shop and subscribe. There you will get firsthand knowledge of when episodes drop. You'll get firsthand knowledge of anything Queen Leo. I have a lot of things cooking for the rest of 2024, so you definitely don't want to miss it. If you are not already, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll have that link below. Subscribe to my my page. Subscribe to my Spotify podcasters website or page. There's where all my episodes are being held. So definitely check that out. And if you go on queenleo.shop, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there is a ticker board with all of my social media platforms. Click on them, follow them, subscribe to them, like them, share them, comment, share them to your dog, comment your dog, like, subscribe, share, tag, retweet, repost, quote, tweet, whatever people do nowadays to push stuff around. You go there and you do it. Until next time, kings and queens, I will see you later. Again, thank you guys so much, and you guys have a great day. Signing out.